Well, first off, thanks for joining us as well as your coverage of the 2024 Troy Trojans football season. We greatly appreciate it, and we're looking forward to having a great season on the field as well as in the stands.
Hey Brent, this is Rosie at WSFA. Just how excited for you are you to see Jared Parker just kind of finally take the field after all this time?
Very excited. I think everybody is. And so you go back to the spring game, and spring games have changed and morphed over the last few years. And so I think everybody's excited to see what that offense looks like. What does a Goose Crowder-led offense look like with Sean Reagan, who's got over 10 years experience at Troy as well as being at Texas Tech and West Virginia. And so I think everybody's looking from that standpoint. Hey, look, we lost 51 players from last year, 25 seniors. I believe 18 of them were starters. And so we have a lot of really, really good, talented players on our team, very, very physical, tons of energy, a lot of speed, but they're also young and somewhat inexperienced at least from a playing standpoint. So I think that really breeds into that. Fans are really excited from offense. And then defense, you talk about the last 3 years, what Troy University has been known. We've had top 25 defenses the last 3 years and all under 3 different defensive coordinators, to be quite frank. And so the intensity that we have there, and so when you think about Troy football, you think about a really, really gritty blue-collar team that's going to bring the energy, that's going to bring the passion, and you're going to play them. And so that's what we're expecting this year. And Coach Parker has hit the ground running, done a phenomenal job with our student-athletes, building that culture, continuing that championship culture. And so I think everybody's excited to be inside the vet this Saturday.
Hey Brent, this is John in Dothan. I know y'all done a bunch of enhancements, and one of the things that just caught my eye is the additional student sections. Talk about why you needed to do that, because that's a good thing, obviously, that you're needing to get expanded seating for the students.
Well, first off, it's the tip of the cap to our students, and our students are the best that I have been around, and they bring the energy, they bring what our student athletes would call juice. They really set that intensity and set that vibe that has made us so successful. And you think about the last 2 years, back-to-back Sun Belt Conference championships, confetti falling from the sky, and me needing to go replace a new goalpost, right, both years. And so our students were part of that. And so last night I had the privilege of going around and speaking to several of our fraternities, and tonight I'll go around and speak as several to our sororities as well, and just letting them know this. But the reason for that is, if you look at our student section, they are crammed in there, and they love to be that way. They stand for every game. This is a chance for us to be able to say, look, we understand your passion. We understand how much your support of what you've been able to do. Let's expand it out, and it's some of the best seats in the house, as well as it's directly behind the visiting team, and it sits at the 50-yard line. So it was very strategic in nature, and one way for us to continue to tip our hat to our fans or to our students and say thank you, as well as continue to create that great home field environment.
Any other questions for Brent?
Hey, Coach, Davis Baker from WSFA. I know we spoke a couple weeks ago about the strength of the Sun Belt. How much does it help to have that home field advantage in such a tough conference? And obviously, it's paid off well these last 2 years.
There's no doubt about it. The Sun Belt Conference has been ranked the last 2 years as the best group of 5 conference in America. That's not me saying it. That's the CFP rankings. And so you look at that, and then you also look at the proof is in the pudding, right? And so 12 of 14 teams made it, participated in bowls last year from bowl eligibility. There's only one other conference in America, and that's the SEC, that's been able to have that many. You're looking at almost a 90% rate, and so it's incredible. And so during that time, to be able to have teams ranked in the top 25, whether that be JMU, App State, Troy. And so, look, you know what you get when you're going to play a Sun Belt Conference team. And it's imperative for our fans to continue to really buy in to what we are doing, because when whether it's ULM, whether it's Nevada, whether it's Texas State, South Alabama, Southern Miss, Louisiana Lafayette, anyone in between, when they come to Veterans Memorial Stadium, they know they're going to play an amazing quality opponent and inside an amazing venue, but also it's going to be a very, very rowdy crowd. And that's what really sets I think what we've been able to do apart. Look, we spend a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into really managing the fan experience. And so from the food truck alley on Tailgate Terrace to the beer garden for 21 and up patrons to the pregame concert, to the fun zone where you can have your kids in a very nice, secure, safe area in the outfield with all the inflatables inside Riddle Pace Field as well. And so we really want to make sure that we have a great experience for everybody, home and away. Fans, but also that we're making sure that we bring that intensity to really help our student athletes.
Brent, it's Rosie. Fun question here. Do you have a game day suit picked out yet?
I do not, Rosie. And as we go through the week, I will make sure to pick that out. It's not a game day decision for sure. It will be probably about a 48-hour decision prior to that. But it's United in Cardinal, Rosie, so it's definitely going to be something in Cardinal, and we'll have to make sure that I pull something out for it.
Love it.
Hey Brent, one more question for me. The upper east stands are now general admission, I saw. I guess the end zones remains that way as well. When they get a general admission ticket, can they just go to either one?
They can. And look, that was strategic in nature. And so the reason for that's a little bit lower of a price point than a reserve ticket. And so when we were able to expand our our student section, we also wanted to be able to expand the GA section. And so that's so critical, especially when we have these Pack the Vet challenges that we're having, where so many, almost up to maybe 30 different companies, organizations, and sponsors who have purchased these GA tickets, for them to be able to give them out to their family, friends, vendors, acquaintances, as well as partners. It makes a huge difference. And so to be able to have those areas as much as possible. So we're always trying to think about our fans as well as be able to provide the best experience possible.